50 Cent is throwing shade at everyone who ever showed up to Diddy's wild parties, and this drama is heating up fast. A leaked celebrity guest list from Diddy's famous all-white parties is blowing up online. And while Diddy keeps trying to play innocent, the viral videos tell a totally different story. It feels like only a matter of time before his whole crew gets dragged into the mess. And the craziest part, if things go exactly how Diddy's hoping, he could be walking free again by next month.
The defense in the Diddy case gets its way. Diddy could be a free man next month, because they have filed a massive document basically setting out their position. And their position is that what he was convicted of amounts to nothing more really than an orgy.
Orgies. Yes, that he had orgies. Big deal. Is kind of the tone of the documents that they filed, and they, make their case for him. If you're going to convict him, that this should be a very lenient sentence.
So what they're asking for is this. They are saying, look, he was found not guilty on all the serious charges: racketeering, fraud, force, coercion, rape, all of those found not guilty. He wasn't charged with rape, but it was part of the force issue. The only thing he's left with is the Mann Act, which is taking a prostitute across state lines and paying them for sex. What they're saying is, what that is worth is 14 months in prison and then supervised release for some period thereafter.
Now, we should say that this is what they are, right. Diddy's team is suggesting to the judge. The prosecutors are on the far other end of the spectrum, where they're saying he should get somewhere between 4 to 5 years. That would, I'm sure, include time served. Again, he's been in for a year now.
I gotta say,
that would be
that would be throwing the book at him for a Mann Act violation.
Yeah.
If he gets 14 months, if the defense gets what they want, he'd essentially get out October 3rd, because
he's been in
for a year,
months.
And you get 15% credit for time served. So he'd basically be out after the sentence, and then he'd be on supervised release.
Diddy and 50 Cent have been at odds for years, and according to 50, he knew something was off about Diddy from day one. Apparently, Diddy came on strong, flirting with him and even suggesting they go on a date. During a 2018 Breakfast Club interview, 50 revealed that Diddy once asked if he could take him shopping, which raised a lot of eyebrows. Things got even weirder when Diddy got a little too handsy, and that's when 50 decided to back away and keep his distance.
It's each other business-wise for a long time.
Well, that's why. It's only business. It was really, away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him, right? Because it's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my style.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was acting to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I'll take you shopping. And I'm like, what you mean? That's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. And now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you, and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards, or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way it actually is, to a degree. When I say people respond, how people respond to things matter. The internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, I spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this. And it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French. French was right there.
Yeah.
Right? Why you get so quiet? You guys make me feel like I'm scared.
Well, it's a lot.
No, they see this. You see this. They see this. They see it.
One person who was always anti-Diddy and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent. And it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he's gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take the but he wants you.
Diddy, to me, is the fall guy. We are still seeing a major effort to protect the big names. Just
Diddy even tried to lure 50 Cent with cash, hoping money would change his mind. The whole reason he offered to take 50 shopping was basically to say, "Date me, and you'll get access to my money and power." In other words, Diddy was dangling millions in front of him in exchange for his integrity. 50 flat out refused the deal, but according to The Buzz, Meek Mill didn't hesitate to say yes.
Close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, you see, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. Stop it, man. You set that up. Look, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
What do you think is happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on there. Because it was like, he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we got to hang out now. Like, you know, like hang out.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, maybe I'll take you shopping and I get you some flash and you could give me the hood. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm gonna mess up the way. Certain things they let it go by because it's Puff. He wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long
They
time.
said you're a hater. They said you're crazy.
Yeah, and now everybody's complaining my ass is hurting.
Fans started digging through Meek's past and pulled up photos of him and Diddy walking into parties hand in hand, dressed up like they were a matching set. Sure, people can argue that pictures don't always tell the full story, but it looks a little off when the same Meek who swears he's a hardcore street gangster is out here twinning outfits with another man and calling him daddy.
Son, you trying to enjoy this life. Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. I'm proud of you. I love you.
Meek Mill is only one out of dozens of stars who cozied up to Diddy and traded their integrity for a taste of fame and fortune. A recently leaked clip from Diddy's 2010 all-white party shows some of the industry's biggest names right there beside him, celebrating and practically thanking him for giving them the spotlight.
You better believe it. Shout out Def Jam. We the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe. It's doing way big.
Peace out to my man Drake is in the house. Fabulous is in the house. This is all brotherly love. My biggest brother with all the boss, Ricky Ross, is in the house. Ricky Ross, report to the grass. DJ Khaled, he's the best. He's in the house. Tiana Taylor is in the house. My brother Chris Brown, I'm gonna stick with him through thick and thin. Chris Brown is in the house. You know what I'm saying? The song ain't right, so I know Chris Brown is in the house. Big shout out to my son Quincy, my son Christian, my son Justin.
Busta Rhymes, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, and Usher have always been tight with Diddy, but spotting Akon at one of his parties had everyone's jaws dropping. And the truth is, Akon wasn't the only hip-hop billionaire in Diddy's circle. Kanye, Jay-Z, and yes, even Usher were all connected to. Pretty much every power player in the game was linked to him. So are we really supposed to believe it's just a coincidence that all these billionaires partied with Diddy and now suddenly claim they were never that close?
You can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go, prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see that the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just gave.
The award shows, the parties, even the victims, it's all tied together. Ever notice how the moment someone got close to Diddy or started popping up at his parties, they suddenly had trophies in their hands? The only one who refused to play that game was 50 Cent. And that's because he already knew those awards came with a price tag. His integrity.
When Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. No, those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He has like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. He got them shits. He's like drinking. His pictures with him like he thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
So you have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what's going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Keefy D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
So look, like you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries. They went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So I don't necessarily have a responsibility to behave a certain way, according to them.
Here's how it worked. Once you agreed to roll with Diddy and joined his inner circle, he turned you into bait. Cassie testified in court that Diddy would invite other celebrities over just to abuse her, and it didn't stop there. One of his own male performers even revealed that Diddy and his crew would sit back and watch while women were mistreated. He had named Cassie as one of Diddy's victims years ago, but back then nobody believed him.
Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay. Who? Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter. Okay. Right. I had with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Diddy was secretly recording everything, using those encounters as leverage over anyone who showed up to his parties. Celebrities thought they were just there to have a good time, but instead many ended up drugged and blackmailed. Those tapes became the reason so many stars have kept their mouths shut, because they know the feds already caught them on camera, and anything they say now could come back to destroy them.
They not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey, buddy, we got you on this tape. And girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not going to show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. That's when they're going to start talking. And they're not going to be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched. And Brother Love was watching.
Will Smith is another big name who allegedly got drugged and blackmailed at one of Diddy's parties. Not long after the FBI announced their investigation into Diddy, Will rushed to deny any connection, even begging fans not to joke about the situation. Clearly, he had something to hide and wanted no part of the storm. Rumor has it, both Will and Jada were actually regular faces at Diddy's infamous parties.
We're in right now. It's really hard for y'all to like discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I say, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff, but you know that one your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
We're dating J-Lo. Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome, and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
You really heard that? Nah.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. What?
In December 2023, 50 Cent announced he was gearing up to expose everyone tied to Diddy in a Netflix documentary. The question is, did he actually pull it off? This series promises to spill all of Diddy's darkest secrets along with the names of those connected to him. According to 50, the docuseries isn't about chasing gossip, but about breaking down the inner workings of Diddy's entire criminal empire.
In particular, Netflix docuseries that you've been working on. Diddy Do It?
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle. You weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else. But I did feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it. Just that alone.
So you didn't realize
as much stuff was coming. Like when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them, and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little odd.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is...
And you don't throw out allegations, but like, you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit. Like,
I took.
not that it's real enough, but-
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better or to remember, buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the happened. What the is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drinks. I gave me the drug to perform, so she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work? Did it work?
What the? This is, yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. Like, doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. Well, I don't know why it's so hard for people
So
just
for people to
acknowledge
feel
weird
like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too, this is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what is that?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip hop culture could think that everybody in hip hop culture is with that.
Diddy is now pressuring the same people he once invited to his parties to stand up for him, and the reach of his influence is shocking. Even inmates at the Metropolitan Detention Center are allegedly being threatened. 15 prisoners have already written letters to the judge asking for Diddy's release. But seriously, when was the last time you ever heard of inmates going out of their way to defend a man accused of abusing women?